What's up, love doves? I'm coming at you from, it's pretty late actually. It's like 1 in the morning on I think it's another moon day. Or it's early moon day. Late Sunday, early moon day. Anyways, coming at you because I just have to relay some like pretty significant thoughts and feelings that I'm having just about life and the significance of life and how precious life is. So I was on the highway, on the road, and my dad, God rest his soul, in his car on the highway, going to tamale night. Gonna make some green chili tamales with Chihuahua cheese, and gotta make it that Chihuahua cheese. And yeah, I'm just like driving. So I typically drive with my headphones. I like driving with headphones. I don't know why. Maybe that's stupid because I have an auxiliary cord now, so I should just drive with the auxiliary cord. But I like driving with headphones for some reason. It's a habit. I'm a creature of habit. And I have my noise canceling headphones in. And in this instance, it really helped me out because I'm driving on the highway. I'm a pretty defensive driver. I drive like a viejo. So I'm driving 65 miles per hour on the highway. Sunday night, so it's not like crazy traffic or nothing. Pretty light traffic, honestly. And heading north on the 17. And I hear a massive explosion. Just a massive explosion. And my windshield just like on the passenger side, just like shatters in while I'm driving. And I'm like, okay. And you know, like when something like I'm alone in the car, thank goddess I'm alone in the car, because what happened was a rock the size of a baseball smashed through my windshield at 65 miles per hour on the highway. And it left a big indent in like the passenger seat, you know? It was a big rock. So when like a rock that big is like falling out of the sky and then you're driving at 65 miles per hour, it creates like a very, very loud explosion. So it's just like deafening noise, and like glass shatters in. The windshield was able to maintain its structure, so I was able to get to my destination. The green chili tamales were very tasty, and I was able to drive home. Safe Flight's coming to replace my windshield. But very startling experience. And it's just like funny the thoughts you have, you know, when you're like by yourself and something like that happens. You just like have these thoughts like, what the fuck, you know? And yeah, it just feels like so there's the whole thing that like universe gives you a feather, and then universe gives you a brick, and then universe gives you like a truck. Like if the universe wants to like tell you a message. And it's funny because like a couple months ago I was driving on the highway and I got like a little chip on my windshield. And I had been like putting off, and I'm glad I put off fixing the windshield because now I have to replace my whole windshield. But yeah, kind of frightening, you know, because like if it had been on the driver's side, like it was a baseball sized big ass rock would have like smashed into me. Just pretty crazy to think about. And I'd be on the highway and stuff. So I am a deeply spiritual person. I do pay attention to signs and signals. And so I'm just like, okay. Once again, feeling very like humbled by the universe and thankful, very, very thankful to be alive and that I'm okay, you know? And I guess it's easy to take things for granted. It's easy to take things for granted, how lucky we are to have this sacred gift of life. it's hard, you know? Life is stressful and hard, and it's easy to become like jaded and upset. But like, yeah, when something like that happens, such a close call, it's like, whoa, okay. Yeah, this is very precious. This life is very precious. And so I just wanted to jump on the mic and just give some like heartfelt thoughts of like, appreciate life and tell the people you love them that you love them. And don't take anything for granted. And yeah, like be the best person you can be to the people around you, because why not, you know? We only have one chance at this thing. And yeah, it's just funny how the mind works, you know? The mind is very fragile and very easily manipulatable and very easily like finessed. And so it's just very important to like maintain a very strong grasp on the mind, and easier said than done. Sometimes it feels like, you know, because life is so stressful, and we can like get into like reasons like why it's so stressful, you know? Why is life so stressful? I don't really feel like getting into that right now. I just more want to get into like appreciating what we do have, and yeah, I just feel like it's very important to like be good to the people that are good to you. So I'm gonna do a whole nother episode, like a pretty deep episode, where I do talk openly about like suicidal ideation and stuff. Yeah, I think that the skeleton key to like helping with suicidal ideation is being able to like talk about it with someone, having someone that you trust, someone that you love, you know, that you can talk about it with, or even just like having a podcast to listen to, you know, knowing that there's other people out there. Like, life gets very, very hard, but it is very, very precious. So like, as hard as it is, there's like so much there's always like so much to keep living for, you know? Like I still had a really good night because I really, really love Chihuahua cheese, and I like green chili tamales. And obviously like the people in my life that are important to me. And yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I think you all understand what I'm saying. So be good to one another out there. I don't know. I'm going to be saying lots of prayers, like if y'all believe in higher powers or whatever. I definitely believe in a higher power. Gracias, adiosa. And take some time. Like, I think a good practice is like take some time at the end of each day or whatever to like just write down like things that you're thankful for, things in your life that bring you joy and meaning. These are the things that like keep us going. And it's hard, like as an artist, like art is chaotic, and like art has to be like I'm not a believer in toxic positivity. Like, I'm just not, because I feel like toxic positivity is like fake, you know what I mean? So you have to be real, but at the same time, you have to be thankful. So this is like everything else in life. It's very like challenging, and it's like a knife's edge. We're always walking on these knife's edges of like, okay, how can I be real while still being thankful? How can I be like honorable while still having fun? Like, yeah, and we just all have to figure these things out as we go. But I do think that we have our intuitions. Our intuitions are very helpful. And so I always like follow my intuition. And like, it's okay if like sometimes you just like want to like chill and like take some time, you know? That's been happening for me like enormously lately, where I just want to chill and take time like with me, myself, and I, and just chill. And then you have to keep that in balance too, because like you spend too much time with me, myself, and I, and then you can become really self-involved and you become like a monk. And I'm like, am I ready to become a monk? Sometimes I'm like, sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I think about being like, maybe I could just be a monk. But I also like love life. I have a zest for life. It comes and goes. The zest for life like comes and goes. It goes in phases. But goddamn, like when something, when it's just a very intense experience. And I would love to tell you all that it was a meteorite that smashed through my windshield. I would love to tell you guys that. And I'm still holding out hope that maybe it's a meteorite, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's just a rock. There's like maybe like a I don't know if there's much of a chance it's a meteorite, because it doesn't look burnt. I did a lot of research on it. I was like, what do meteorites look like when they land? I think it was just a rock. But it is still going to be a very sacred rock. I'm going to save this rock forever. Because it's just like really shook me up. And I'm just so thankful that I'm okay and that no one was in the passenger seat. And I'm like, okay, just yet another reminder to like, yep, we have to stay very present and aware all the time and be on our shit, because it's wild. So that's it, and that's that for tonight, everybody. Sending much love to y'all, and hope you're all having a fantastic mid-December. Coming up on winter solstice time, coming up on the new year. Always a good time for deep introspection and reflection and dreaming of what do we want this year to look like for us. And I always have my optimism, always remain hopeful. There is so much to like live for and be excited about, as difficult as things are. So, love you all, and I'll be back on the air real soon. Little Raven signing out.
¿Qué haces diciéndole a la gente que tuvimos relación cuando eso no pasó? Your memory is walking. You must have really lost it. Se nota que te dolió, que no te di atención. 'Cause now that I'm doing good, living like a queen, dices que yo la vida te la jodí. You said that you're still obsessed, keep lying on me.